everybody. We've returned as promised. My next guest started his career in television as a writer for That 70s Show and Third Rock from the Sun. Now you can see him every weekend as a cast member on Saturday Night Live. Here he is as President Bush with the Bush twins.
Hey, y'all still up? Your mother asked the chef for some more of that creme brulee, or as I like to call it, freedom pudding.
No thanks, Dad. I'm tired and Jenna's got the spins.
Don't tell him I'm blasted.
But it's so obvious.
What are y'all talking about?
But tell him it's food poisoning.
I never could understand this crazy twin talk.
Please welcome Will Forte.
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Oh, thanks for coming here. You're a very funny guy, and you know you've done well on the show. You have a good Bush impression, which is valuable to Saturday Night Live. How did you come up with that impression? Was there a technique for building it?
Well, I would watch a lot of Bush performances on TiVo.
Right.
And Daryl Hammond, who's the master of impersonations, he helped me out a lot.
Right.
But I found that the main way that I get into a character for that, I have a little situation. I will look in the mirror, and I will ask myself a question that I couldn't possibly know the answer to.
Right.
And then I'll try to answer that question in Bush's voice.
In Bush's voice.
Yeah.
And that's how you. That's your actor's technique for arriving at his character.
That's exactly how I get into character. So like a question such as one of the ones I've used is, how many centimeters is the Earth from the sun?
Right.
And then I'll answer it like, well, let's see, it's you know, it's very far.
And this puts you in touch with the essence of the man.
It locks me in. Yeah.
Now, speaking of Daryl, you and Daryl earlier in the season, you were in a sketch where you're Bush and he's Rumsfeld, and you come together and you two kiss.
Yes.
And I was watching it and I thought, I've never seen two actors commit to a kiss like that. It was chilling.
Yes, it was a parody of the Friends finale.
Right.
And when we first found out that we were going to have to do a little makeout, Daryl and I made a pact. We said, you know, let's really go for it. Because you see too many man-on-man kisses where people are, you know, putting the hand over their mouth.
What have you been watching? We've all seen hundreds of these men kissing videos. Right. But I know what you mean. There's a lot of, like, fake ways to fake it in comedy, right?
So we said, let's go for it. And I think we both thought that we were meaning like a very closed-mouth, tight-lipped thing where we just mush our faces together.
Right.
But then when we got out there, the adrenaline started pumping, and one thing led to another, and we found ourselves in an open-mouth situation. I don't remember much after that.
You don't? We don't have to remember because we actually have video. Let's take a look.
The one thing I do remember is that definitely at least a small part of the inside of my mouth touched the inside of his mouth.
Yeah. I think we all saw that. I think you have some of your tongue on some of his vertebrae. I don't even know if that's possible, but think about it for a while. Now, okay, so now people know who you are, and we live in this age now. I don't dare do this, and the few times I have, it's blown my mind, but you can sit down at a computer and you can type your own name in and see crazy stuff that doesn't spare your feelings in any way. Have you had the nerve to sit down and type your name onto the net and see what you come up with?
Yes, I have. And the first, when you first get to the show, they warn you not to do it.
Right.
They say it can be very psychologically damaging.
Right.
But it also makes it kind of tempting.
Right.
So I typed my name in. I Googled my name, and I got to this website called Am I Annoying? And it's like Am I Hot or Not?
Right.
But it kind of measures your level of annoyingness.
Right. Right.
And so I went on there, and I found that I am annoying.
Right. Right.
And
By the way, this is a site I won't be visiting anytime soon.
And there are a couple of subcategories. One I found myself on an SNL list where they list from least to most annoying SNL cast member.
Right.
But then there was a more disturbing list that I found myself on, and it was a list of people who look like they have horse faces. That's right.
I like the way you're describing it so calmly. So you're on a horse face.
Yeah.
They literally feel like your face looks like a horse's face.
Which is, I kind of have been going through life thinking I had more of a person face.
Right.
The internet doesn't lie.
Do they have examples? Are they pairing you up with actual horses?
They do, and that's actually, there is Secretariat is on there.
Right, right. Famous. These are famous thoroughbreds. This is exciting.
I'm more annoying than Secretariat. But the one good thing that comes out of it is that I'm less annoying than Melissa Rivers.
Wow.
Barely.
Barely. But
Barely.
that's great. That's something that you can tell your great-grandchildren someday.
I'm right between her and Dee Snider of Twisted Sister. So.
For annoying or horse face? Or both?
Well, it's a combination of both.
It's a combination.
So.
Wow. That's a rare treat when you can pull that off.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure it's all going your way. Don't listen to that stuff. It's
Thank
craziness. This weekend, Jason Bateman's hosting Saturday Night Live with musical guest Kelly Clarkson. So that's going to be a good show.
I'm excited.
You know what? You're a very funny guy. Thanks for being here. Good job. Yeah, good to have you.
Thank you.
Will Forte, everybody. He's a good man. We'll take a break when we come back. The Dirty Dozen Brass Band.